Oh man, I can't believe I did that. All right, so our list is made. There's a lot to do. We have 1 month to get it done, tested, and everything working properly on this thing. So we're gonna get after it. We're gonna pick a few of these things and get after it and start going. I think we're gonna try to knock out gussets on the frame today. Try to get the bottom part of this, maybe pull the transfer case back out and get a hole drilled. I never sealed it, doesn't have silicone holding it together. So I think we'll do that part, get all this knocked out so that we don't have to go backwards again. We can just start building and go from there. So here we go. So we gotta take all these links out, pull the transfer case and set it down. We'll hold the tranny up because there's no sill between this right here. I knew it had to come back out because I'll show you. There's a hole that needs to get drilled right there to mount this in. And then all of it needs finish welded. So he's currently doing that. I am cutting this frame off on that line right there. I'm gonna tie the bottom of this all together. So we got stuff going down. We'll time lapse it and things will happen. Okay, there we go. Alright, now we can finish weld all of that in. See, there's stuff up here in the top that needed welded still. Finish weld all of that, finish it up, and then we can put it back. Alright, that's kind of what those are going to look like. Nice smooth way up over the frame. Look at them welded in there. I overlapped them 2 inches onto that side of the frame. And then we'll put a gusset on the inside as well, make it tougher. So I'll weld that thing in, we'll do the other side. Let her down. If it falls, it'll only fall from a few feet instead of the top. All right, well, let's roll it backwards. If we pull on the jack itself, there you go. We got to put some silicone around this and in there, and then that'll work. First things first, I got to weld the whole cross member all up and get it done. And then I need to take and put some gussets on this right here. Little L bracket here and one over here. That way that won't break off. And then I think we can poke it back in for good. All right, 1, 2, 3, when you're concerned it's out of oil. Well, come here and we'll have a lesson. See this little coon digger right here? That's the oil dipstick. You pull that out, wipe that off, and you wipe it on your pants like that. That's how you have to do it, see? That's how it happens. Every time you check the oil, you wipe it on your pants. There's oil in there. See it? That's where it's full to. We're good. Okay, well, what's your next concern?
I don't know.
Sounds like it's running okay. I think you're gonna be all right. Got antifreeze in it. Any lights come on? No, they don't work, so you're good.
Did you learn any lessons?
Kind of.
Where do you wipe the oil?
My pants.
You learned.
You learned a lot.
Oh yeah. Woohoo! Okay, now we just gotta line them up, which shouldn't be a big deal. Clubber forward. Poke one through there. Okay. Let's see your hammering device. We need this side. Okay. You should be able to drill that. Okay, so transfer case was in the way and we obviously couldn't weld the top of all these or drill this hole. So now we put it back in, he'll drill that hole out. Then I'll pull this out and finish weld all this. Alright, Randall got it drilled. We got a hole. Now I'll pull it out of here and finish welding this thing up and we'll put transfer case back.
Okay, so we're gonna change this oil in this real quick. Nasty stuff are coming off of that.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Okay, we got the old Fram TG36 14 Tough Guard on here, so
Don't hate me because I'm putting a Fram on it.
the only reason I know how to do this too is because I watched Michelle do it.
The dipper sticker thinger.
Yep. Now just pull it right.
Goes the weasel. Ew.
You got oil on my floor.
I don't care about your floor. Look at my nails right now. Go ahead. Look at those.
Thanks, Michelle. So all this thread pattern ain't fitting on this old girl.
We'll hold it up, make sure it's the same builder next to the other one.
Ah, they're close.
It doesn't look like the same. Not at all. I don't know. We'll take it. Yep, Fram haters be happy and knowing. Moto guard, that's what we're using this time. Alright, so we got a lot of stuff accomplished today on this thing. We got it tore clear apart. This thing is all braced up, welded back together. Randall got the oil changed. Well, we got the oil drained, we got to put oil in it. Transfer case is out. It can go back in first thing in the morning. Then we can put it back together and start on
Put
the
90 weight in both the pumpkins.
Oh yeah, 90 weights in the front differential rear. We got to put 90 weight in the gearboxes still. But we're gaining, but we got basketball games to go to. I got Graydon's playing and Jace is playing tonight, so we're out of the shop, headed out. It's bright and early in the morning. I'm down to the shop. I've been laying some wire down on this thing. That is my transmission cross member. I got all these braces put on it. It is gusseted up and ready to go back in, so I'll put the transfer case in it. Little silicone on that sucker, and then going back together. I'll have this wrapped up here shortly and be 100% done as far as it is put together. So I'm putting gussets in right now. So I just got these all built. They're gonna go and weld in something like that. So I'm gonna need a drain hole down in this corner, so I'm gonna have to grind a little more off the point of that so that I can weld it in, and there's a gap down there. I got this other one right here. It's gonna weld in the back side like that right there. So that thing will be all braced up. I'll do a little more grinding and then this thing will be ready to roll. I'll weld. That should never come off now. She's braced up good. So we'll do the other side, and then I think we're about ready to put transfer case back in, so here we go. We got all this done. Gusseted in. If that comes off of there, you're gonna wanna see the video, because it's gonna be good. We're gonna cartwheel this thing for days down a mountain or something. It ain't ever coming off. Transfer case is going back on this pig. We'll throw some right stuff on this. So basically this is where the ATF meets 90 weight. So we got to make sure this all seals good, because we don't want 90 weight getting in the ATF or vice versa. All right, here we go. That thing probably only weighs 200 pounds.
Just lift it up on there.
I already worked out this morning, so getting the leg exercises in here. Oh, don't do her, Betsy. Right there-ish. Oh, okay.
Will that spline turn, or does it got
It's on it. It's splined in it. Just like so. This is going to be the last time for a while. Obviously, this is all coming back out when we paint it, but if the transmission works that I built, I mean, I can't see any reason why it wouldn't work unless I just completely screwed something up, which that's only happened almost every time I've ever built a transmission. But
was there new stuff on this tranny that you had to do that you haven't done before?
there was. So I put a reverse valve body in this, and I've never done that before, but I followed the instructions, so I can't see anything that I could have screwed up on, really.
You actually read some instructions.
Yeah, I read them. We probably should read these instructions, because I don't know anything about this. There's a lot of springs, if you can notice here, see all those? We gotta figure out where they go.
Do you want me to film you reading that whole thing?
No. No, I don't.
Now there's a 50-50 chance.
You know, my reading capabilities, so.
Oh, is there a spec that those should be torqued to, or do you just got to get them tight?
Everything's gotta. Listen. Click, click. Right there, I got it. Click, click. Perfect. Okay.
She stayed up. Installed.
So this piece is considerably heavier than when it came out. We added all the gussets in here. It's gonna have to do some serious stuff to break it now.
She's a little tight.
It was only meant to fit one way.
Forcibly.
Maybe that's how it fits. Hand me that Mateo device.
Here you go.
This is the spot right there. Okay, that's gonna do it.
That nut's got to come off first, don't it?
No, there's enough clearance.
Oh, look at you. Real close to fitting both sides.
That's how precision we are around here. Things are tight fitting. And then you just take a hammer and just tap them into place.
He's not quite snug.
Need a bigger hammer. All right. There's one. So we're just gonna put the right bolt in it this time. This whole frame still got some dirt in it. This is not very easy, what I'm trying to attempt. My fingers,
You're no good at Braille?
I'm tweezering it. I can't even read normal, let alone with just my fingers.
So you're telling me that transmission's not gonna work?
No. No, she's gonna work like a dream. Okay. All that dirt falling out, that means I'm close. We're just gonna go ahead and put her in that way. Loctite.
How will you get a nut on that up in there now? Very carefully.
Don't you fret. I'm on it. See that?
Sounds like it's working.
Twisting it as we speak. It's on. This one's pretty easy. Okay. We put the side ones in it, start throwing drive lines in it, and we're good.
All right, Paul. I'll let you tell the people.
Gosh. Okay, so remember all these braces that I was so proud of earlier? Well, let me get a light so you can really know what I did. Okay, so these braces, they're awesome. They're gonna hold really good. But if you look real close here, see that hole? Yeah, that's my transfer case mount hole. I don't know what I was doing. So this is gonna get cut out and angled up, and this front one needs to get dealt with. So yeah, genius move right there. That's why building stuff takes me forever, because I like doing her twice.
Both sides, right?
Both sides, yeah, I did her. I didn't just half screw up here. We got this little saying at my shop. We do it nice because we do it twice. That's it. So here we go. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. I thought I was done, man.
You needed a quality check here, and I just wasn't here yet.
I thought I was proud of myself that this was so good. I did a great job, and then I just didn't finish it right. Bolts are in. I got to put the gussets back on. This I had to cut. I had to cut that, make it clearance, but we're clearanced. So things are looking good. We're winning, right?
Yeah.
That's what I keep telling myself. All right, so the guy that engineered this made a hole right here. So to get to this bolt, you have to go through this hole, which trying to start a nut on that's a pain. So I'm gonna show you guys a little trick on how you can do it. Just put a rag over your socket. Take your nut, push it down in there. It'll hold it in that socket for you. Then you go ahead and you just put that on there. Voila, just like that. So if you got a bolt that's hard to get to, that's how you do it. I gotta go do a little grinding. Not happy with how that's been. Alright, everything is welded back in, bolted, links are in it, link mounts are in it. Those gussets are done. Things shouldn't fall out. Transmission crossmember is all welded and built. Tranny's glued in. We got some stuff done. We're gonna see if we can check some of it off. TK sill. Done. Front frame rails. Done. Finished back of Ori's. Done. Change the oil.
It's halfway. I
We'll
mean,
pour the oil in
we
it
got
right
a oil.
So this is the first oil change I've ever put on this motor. I've never physically heard this motor run, but, well, in a roundabout way I bought it from Matt. He says it runs. That's what I'm going with, is that this motor runs and drives and everything's happy with it.
If we have to do that twice, it's gonna get ugly.
I hope my saying doesn't come true for the motor part. Well, it's gonna. Eventually, she's gonna have a 6.0 in her. We'll put a little of this old Lucas in there, just because I like to. When I was derbying, this combination right here never let me down. Some Royal Purple, and a little bit of Lucas oil stabilizer, and some Prolong, believe it or not. I never blew one up. I should have, but never did, so.
Yeah, I seen some of them old girls run hot.
Yep. Okay, so oil is changed. Air cleaner battery box. Okay, well, we got a few of those things crossed off this week. We've been slaving on this thing all day. We're cramming. It's like 7 o'clock at night. I've been down here since 6:30 this morning. We're running out of days, Randall. And on top of that, we got a road trip planned. At the end of this week, we're gonna go pick up something pretty freaking cool. You guys are gonna love it.
It's exciting.
It's gonna be cool. Weather came in, that didn't help us out, but it's gonna be cool.